Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today, this Friday, the 22nd of October. So as usual, starting off with Euro USD, and on the 8th hour, nothing really happening, to be honest. We have got what looks like could be a double top, and then we have structure to the downside here, which is the neckline. So when I say structure, look to the left. Remember, we've got this inverse head and shoulders here. So is that a test of it, or is it going to be rejected and move to the downside? The indicators are indicating that this is a level. We need to pay attention. There's a crossover. We should be moving back down, and we are below all the moving averages. So trend is down on the 8 hour. And if you look at it on the 1 hour, we've had an upward trend, but there you can see a pretty clear double top at the moment, and we are sort of, if you have a look at it, moved down sideways yesterday, a bit of confusion in the middle of the session, and then in the US session continued to the downside and came to test the 155 EMA. So for me at the moment, this is a level to pay attention to. If we break below 160 and 181, remember I'm looking for a break and a retest. There's a little gap here, so I would not take the actual break as a short. I'd want to see the retest. The retest must come up, and then what you're looking for is at a pretty high stop. I would pick one of these. For example, this one here, it's 175 points. So this current swing high would be my stop area. There's a little gap up here as well. So could just muck around in this range, and if it does that, I'm staying out of it, not bothering with that. But if we do break to the downside and retest, that will move with the bigger trend. That is the sort of the structure that I'm looking at the moment. Breaks to the upside, a different story. Then that's a range break to the upside, and then this previous head and shoulders target comes into play. Anyway, that's sit on hands until we see something happen. US dollar Japanese yen didn't really get through the levels. We attempted to get through early in the week, and then we've sold off. I think we do have some structure a little bit lower down. There it is there. See those tails there. Oscillators are pointing down at the moment. No real indication. That's just telling me that there's no real level that we need to play around with. Price action inside bar at the moment. So trend is up, and that does look like a potential continuation to the upside. So looking at the 1 hour, we've got structure break here and retest yesterday. So as I said to you yesterday, wait for the retest. There was your retest. Didn't really give you a big trade, but did move to the downside. And did it close the gap? Yes, we closed the gap. But at the moment, have a look here. The oscillators, sorry, I don't want that. The oscillators here have crossed over, and we've also got a little bit of diversions. You can see if you take it from there, that's kind of like a double, sort of a double top, and whereas the oscillators is low and then high. So there is a bit of structure here. So for me, this could be an area to be watching at the moment. This 114.127. But if I'm looking at the Euro USD, I would expect a continuation to the upside. So kind of sit and wait. I think if we get above 114.127 and find some support there, then I'm looking for a continuation to the upside. This trend line that we have here as well, there has also been broken. So that's kind of the structure, but I think ultimately we need a clear break of 114.464 before we start chasing longs. At the moment, this is too sideways. So watch out for those levels. There are some scalping opportunities inside there. British pound, Japanese yen, pretty much nothing really. We're looking for structure here, right here, where price is now. Doesn't look like we're getting it. Next bit of structure is quite far down, and then you've got these gaps. So ideally what you'd want to do is pick up this tail here, because you can see that looks like where support has been found. Come down to your hour, and then you'll see what is actually going on. Look at my oscillators starting to cross over far apart. When that does, it's normally a leg down. There's your moving averages. So this is the level that I'd be paying attention to, 157.016, because a clear break and a retest of that does potentially give us a turn. And the first target for me would be this double top here. See, top neckline. So where does that take us to? Should be a bit of structure or something lower down, and you can see there is a swing high and there's a little gap down there. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. Definitely be looking to buy off 155.790 or 95, somewhere around there, but there's a gap there, so I would expect price to just flirt past here and close that gap as well. Here's another gap lower down which may influence it as well, but that's kind of the structure. So I think you're going to have a short scalp here. Just wait for the break, 157.016, break, retest, then take the trade. Stop is above the current high of today. If that doesn't happen, then you're more than likely looking for a break and retest of the current high, which is 157.652, for a continuation to the upside. So those are the two, but it is sideways. Just be very cautious. I'd be slow, small positions, and just treat them as scalps. If you see anything fishy, take your profit straight away. Euro British pound is the one that I'm really keen on at the moment. So it does look like we are going to reject this level to the downside. The bears are clearly in control of this. This trend is down, and we're sort of just forming a bit of structure here. But look at all these tails. Every time we climb, we get sold. So this is a very big level on the monthly and the weekly chart, 084241. So it does look like we're going to be breaking through that very, very shortly. So look at what happened yesterday, pretty much sideways, nothing really to change, to trade, should I say. And the trend is down. You can see the moving averages all pointing down, so the trend is definitely to the downside. What you're looking for is a clear break and retest. So 084241, pay attention to this one because it's a big level, which basically means a pretty strong move to the downside, at least the height of this range first. So it should move a good 374 points. So that should be somewhere down. We'll have to just minimize that. So we're looking for 300 and let's just say 350 points. So that would be somewhere around 083,895 or a little bit higher, 08390. 08390 I think would be the target once we break through here. That would be the first target. Anyway, that's it for me today on Forex. Hope it helps, and we will catch up with you on Monday. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers for now.